sleep on it a little longer, or are you ready to make this decision?
No, I slept enough for the lack of sleep.
You still a nail biter?
I have a little bit, not a bleed.
We've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win and to win for multiple years. And not only just to win in the regular season or just to win 5 games in a row or 3 games in a row. I want to be able to win championships, and I feel like I can compete down there.
Was it always in your plan to go and play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh?
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. To say it was always in my plans, I can't say it was always in my plans because I never thought it was possible. But the things that the Miami Heat franchise have done to be able to free up cap space and to be able to put themselves in a position this summer to have all 3 of us, it was hard to turn down. I mean, those are 2 great players, 2 of the greatest players that we have in this game today. And, you add me, we're going to be a really good team.
The 3 of you will share now the spotlight and the limelight. And in many ways, you're going to Dwayne Wade's team. He's been in Miami. He's won a championship. How do you think you'll be able to fit in and possibly not be the headliner all the time?
Well, for me, it's not about sharing. It's about everybody having their own spotlight and then just doing what's best for the team. At this point, D. Wade he's the unselfish guy here. To be able to have Chris Bosh and then LeBron James to welcome us to his team, it's not about an individual here. Because if that was the case, D. Wade wouldn't have asked us to join him, or we wouldn't have asked him if it was okay to come down there. It's not about individuals. It's about a team, and that's what this game is about.
How do you explain this to the people in Cleveland?
It's heartfelt for me. It's hard to explain, but at the same time, my heart and the 7 years that I've gave to that franchise, to that city, was everything. I mean, those 20,000 plus fans that came out every night we played, and they seen me grow from an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man. And I never wanted to leave Cleveland, and my heart will always be around that area. But I also felt like this is the greatest challenge for me, is to move on.
What was the major reason for leaving the Cavaliers?
Well, I don't even see it as, it's not like leaving Cleveland is the whole logistic of it. It's about joining forces with the other 2 guys that I feel like I respect their game the most, and I feel like we have a great chance of winning and winning for multiple years. Like I said before, this is a very emotional time for me. I know it's emotional for the fans and also for the area. And if it was the perfect world, I would have loved to stay. Because I've done so many great things for that team. They've done so many great things for me. But I feel like it's time to change.
What do you think will be the fans' reaction back there? I know you still live in Akron.
I'm not sure. They can have mixed emotions, of course. But there's going to be a lot of emotions not understanding why. And then you're going to have the real friends that love me for who I am. But for me, being from Akron, Ohio, and loving Akron, Ohio, it's always home for me. I'm going to still live there. I'm going to always be home. And Akron, Ohio is always home to me in that area.
Eric Spoelstra is the coach. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh said that he will be the coach. Have you been told that he will be your coach, or has Pat Riley in your meetings indicated that he might come back to the bench?
No, Eric Spoelstra will be the coach, and that's what Pat said that, and Eric is a great young coach. He has a great mentor in Pat. I mean, if you need something to bounce off, he has a great person to go to because Pat has been through everything. He's been from to the highest level to the lowest level, so he knows everything about it. But I respect Eric, and I respect the coaching staff. I respect Coach Spoelstra and everything that he's going to do and try to put us in the right position to win it all.
Ever want to go through this again?
This is tough. It's very tough because you feel like you let a lot of people down. You've raised a lot of people's expectations also. But it was a tough decision because I know how loyal I am. And one thing my mother told me when I was going through this process and what ultimately helped me make my decision is you have to do what's best for you and what's going to make you happy at the end of the day, because no one can live with the consequences or anything that comes with your decision besides you. And once I heard that from my mother, the person that I always look to for guidance, it was easy.
You told me that she had a major influence when you called her this morning. You didn't believe the reaction she would have would be the one that you got. Can you share what she said to you this morning?
Well, absolutely. Like I said, when I called my mother, I thought I would hear a different reaction. But when her reaction was it was a great move because she felt it was going to ultimately make me happy. It wasn't about being in Miami. It wasn't about playing alongside Chris and playing alongside Dwayne, who she believed were two great basketball players because she loved the game, but she felt it was going to make me happy. And when I heard that from my mother, it was like it was the relief that I was looking for throughout this whole process.
Ron, appreciate it. Thanks so much. There's going to be an awful lot more with you coming up here on ESPN. Thanks for taking the time right now. All right, Stuart Scott, the decision is in. There's an awful lot to digest. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Jim. You know, in the last week, there have been legitimate teams that at one time or another